Welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going ahead and ranking every single fighting style in the game right now. And I'm going to be counting Blackleg and Diable Jambe as two different fighting styles before we get into it, because they are two different fighting styles technically. But anyways, we have obviously Blackleg, Diable Jambe, Rokushiki, Electro style, Fishman Karate, one sword style, and two sword style. Those are the fighting styles currently in the game, and I'm going to be ranking them from worst to best, both including their PvE and PvP aspects. So that's just how I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna make like two separate tier lists. I think I'll just include them all in one and just talk about them individually. So anyways, I'm gonna go from the list that I have right here and just go from, like, you know, obviously down to how the list is, and then just rate them at the end. So anyways, Blackleg is good for PvE. It's pretty good for PvP. Blackleg can carry you from like 1 to 500 using a Blackleg, or obviously whenever you can get it. It can carry you good in 1 damage, and then obviously you have the moves that are really good block breaker, good for grinding, and then PvP, it's also really good. You can literally, the block breaker is obviously so goated for PvP, and then so are the moves. But the only thing that really sucks, well, not every single move with Diable, or not every single move with Blackleg is viable in PvP. Like the Z move, the one that flies you forward, it's very easy to PB, and it's not that much damage, and you can't really get anything off it. Maybe you can, but I really don't think so. Anyways, but yeah, that's the thing. So, and also it doesn't have any movement. That's the one downside about Blackleg. It just really does not have any movement, and I just don't think it's good in general. I mean, you got your GPO obviously, but I mean, any fighting style can learn GPO now, so I guess GPO doesn't really count. But anyways, yeah, overall I would give Blackleg like maybe like a 8 out of 10. The only reason I'm not giving it 10, maybe like a 7.5 actually. The only reason I'm not giving it 10 is because it's like movement is terrible, and that's a deal breaker for me. If I don't have movement, it's terrible. But personally, it'd be 7.5 or 7.5 or 8 out of 10. And now we have Demon Step. Demon Step is really good. The moves are extremely good. They do have a lot of damage. M1s cause burn damage. The only well, this is for PvP for Demon Step. Anyways, the only downside would be that you still have no movement, and also it takes a lot of stamina. So even for PvE, Demon Step is terrible. For PvE, Demon Step is terrible because of the fact that it takes so much stamina. You're constantly draining. Being in the mode drains, and then using moves in the mode also drains a lot more. So you're constantly losing stamina. So you're gonna have to sit there and regen while you grind. It's very bad. But for PvP, I would say it's pretty damn good. The moves do good damage. Ultimate is really good. Let's see what else. That's pretty much it. That's it. It's just the ultimate and stuff like that. But anyways, next fighting style we're gonna talk. Oh yeah, I didn't even rank Demon Step. My bad. I don't really have a script for this. I don't really do scripts because cringe. Whatever. Anyways, I would rank Demon Step like a 7 out of 10 or 6.5. Literally just because it's so bad for PvE, but at the same time it's pretty good for PvP. But even then, yeah, it's 6 out of 10, because even then the stamina drain is just not worth it. Next we have Rokushiki. Now Rokushiki is, in my opinion, the best PvP fighting style, but also so mid for PvE. It's like, for PvE is mid. You only have like one good AoE move that damages. So for PvE, I would not suggest using it for PvE. But for PvP, 100%, dude. Literally, you have a movement move, Shagan. It can be used as movement, or it can be used as an extra M1 if you're using a strength-based build. You can use it as an extra M1 at the end of your combos. Also, the fact that Rokushiki has movement, really good movement. Rokushiki's that dash is, oh my god, like literally the movement is amazing. You got your GPO obviously, and then the Renkaku, and the ultimate is really good. Rokugan, you put them into the ground, or you ult them from up above, so they go into the ground, they get knocked back into the ground, and it's a free combo extender if you get Rokugan. It also does really good damage if you have good amount of strength. Scaling is pretty good for it. Renkaku's scaling is really good. So Shagan's scaling, the scaling is really good, and obviously you have Tekai as well. You can literally block almost any ultimate in the game, so it's really good for PvE or PvP. I think you can block every ult in the game, my bad. But yeah, it's really good for PvP. I would definitely suggest getting Rokushiki if you want to run the build. Unless you're using TP dashes, or you're using a fruit that has TP dashes, don't use Rokushiki. You're literally just wasting moves. You're better off using Blackleg, having extra M1, or not M1, block breaker. But yeah, overall, I would give Rokushiki a good 8 out of 10, 8.5. The only reason I wouldn't give it 10 is because it's bad for grinding. It's bad for PvE. It's really not that good for PvE. A rain kage would be the only move that's good for PvE, and it's just not really that good. But anyways, moving on, we have Mink style. Now Mink is terrible. Mink is actually so bad, bro. Yikes. Like, Mink is bad in PvP, and then Mink is bad in PvE. Like, this overall Electro style literally just, it needs a whole like revamp. I don't think this is literally viable in any way. The moves, obviously you do have some good moves, like you have the up tilting arm move and stuff like that, but that's pretty much it, bro. That's it. You don't really get anything else out of it. It's terrible, bro. It's really bad. And for grinding, it's bad too. There's just so much end lag on moves. It only has one block breaker, which is its ultimate. Like, it's so bad. Like, Mink is okay for fun. Like, obviously the race itself is extremely overpowered with Mink style, but the fighting style is so bad, bro. Like if I was including the races, I would put like Electro up there. But I'm not rating the races, dude. I'm rating their fighting styles. It's terrible. Don't use Mink. I'd give this like a nice 3 out of 10 or something, dude. Like, it's so bad for PvP and PvE. Anyways, next we have Fishman Karate. For PvE, I think it's okay. It's the only good move would be its barrage and maybe its ultimate. Those are pretty good, and its block break is actually kind of nice. But that's pretty much it. Everything else is terrible for PvE. I wouldn't really suggest using it for PvE, but I would suggest for PvP. I mean, even then, I wouldn't prefer Fishman over like Rokushiki or Blackleg, just because the fact that you have to run really weird builds or you have to run really specific / weird builds with Fishman in order to make them to work. You can't really just run Fishman with anything. You can, but it's not gonna work. Like the move that carries you into the air, like that move is really good. So if you can like use that with Mago or something, or not Mago, if you use that with like anything that's AoE, like Marisi Ken, Tori's Burst, or like something else. Someone just ate a fruit in the game, anyways, or something else that does like, or like Mago like the punch or whatever. If you use it with anything that's AoE, it's really good. Or Flame Pillar too. It's really good for Flame Pillar. Anyways, so I'd give Fishman a I don't know. It's hard. 8 out of 10 is 7.5 out of 10. Just because it is pretty good for PvP, but at the same time, I'd do 7. I'm gonna rate it 7 just because before it did not have Geppo and it doesn't have a good dash, so it literally stunted your movement. So I'm gonna be rating the fighting style stuff. Actually, I'm not including if you can get Geppo with it or not. I'm just rating it by itself. So I'm still gonna make this like you didn't have Geppo with it before. Obviously, if you have Geppo with it now, it is a bit higher. But because I'm rating this it alone, and it alone does not have Geppo, 6.5, 6. It's really not that good overall. Next we have One Sword style. Now One Sword style is kind of goated. Not really though. It's okay. It's an okay. If you get a PP, you can do the barrage. That's about it. But anyways, okay. I don't know what this guy on the table is trying to talk. Anyways, One Sword style, right? Obviously you have your E move. The E move is pretty good. It's true on after M1s. The Z move is okay. If you can get them in the AoE, it's okay damage. It sometimes goes through block, which is very weird. And then the ultimate is actually really good. Ultimate is nice. Can be PB'd, but it is nice nonetheless. And also the scaling on sword styles is really good. It does a lot of damage. Any like obviously it's swords. Scaling is not gonna be the great actually. Scaling on swords is kind of weird. But anyways, nonetheless, it is good. It has a counter move, which is pretty good. I think it has a counter. Nah, okay, actually never mind. I just looked at the moves. It does not have a counter. I don't know where I got counter from, but it does have the Shishi Sunsun move, which is the instant dash move. It's really good actually, but it can be blocked. But if it doesn't get blocked, it does a lot of damage. And anyways, now we're gonna go ahead and move on to bro, I didn't even rate it. I'm rating like PvP right now. Anyways, PvE is okay. For PvE, it's okay to grind because of Dragon Blaze. The ultimate is good AoE. Shishi Sunsun is really good for gathering those multiple NPCs. Then you have Rapid Slashes. So yeah, obviously, yeah, no, every single move is good for PvP or for PvE, and it's decent for PvE or PvP. So I think I'm gonna rate this like a 7.5, just because it's okay for PvP, but it's really good for PvE. Like the grinding is immaculate. this can really take you far. This is like up there with like with black leg type of stuff, black leg type of grinding. So now we're gonna go ahead and rate 2-sword style. Now obviously 2-sword style is a huge step up from 1-sword style. It's a step as in the fact that like everything is just better. The E move for it is better, does more damage. The barrage move is just better than 1SS, literally just better. It has a counter now. It took out the Raging Serpent, which I love. It has a counter now. Notorious Strike is just like Shishi Sun, but way better now. And if they have a Logia, you can turn off Hockey for the second hit, and then you can get it's a combo extender now. And then the ultimate is extremely good. It's really nice, does good damage, instant TP. Cannot be PB'd, I'm pretty sure, or it's extremely hard to. And the fact is that if they're like below 15% health, it insta kills them. You know how broken that is. And the fact that but I mean, yeah, it doesn't have Geppo, so it kind of stunts its movement. But even like sacrificing the movement, obviously it's gonna be up there now since you can get Geppo with it. But it's sacrificing that movement, or even if you couldn't get Geppo anymore, you're already sacrificing movement. I cannot talk. I'm so sorry. But anyways, if you know what I mean, right? If you couldn't get Geppo with 2 assists, you're sacrificing movement for damage. But anyways, I even then I'd rate this like 8.5 out of 10, just because for PVE, it is pretty good for PVE. Well, maybe I don't know if you can get multiple into Raging Whirl, but actually it's not that good for PvE. I think 1 assist is better for PvE. Yeah, 1 assist is definitely better for PvE. So I would give this an 8 out of 10. Never mind. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for 2 assists. Very good for PvP, but not the greatest for PvE. I would prefer to use 1 assist for PvE. I'm gonna go ahead and put them into an order now. So put them into the order that I think is perfect, right? So 7 fighting styles in the game. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll rate them. Holy shit, I can't speak. Anyways, coming in at number 7, we're gonna have Mink style. I think everyone saw this coming. Mink is fucking terrible. Mink is gonna be at 7. Coming in at number 6, I think is gonna this is kind of tough. This is kind of tough, but I think coming in at number 6, I'm gonna have to put Demon Step. And actually, this is a no-brainer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put Demon Step at number 6, just because the fact that the stamina matching is extremely stupid. Now at number 5, I'm gonna be putting 1-sword style, just because the fact that 1-sword style is only really good for PvE. It's not high, it's not too viable for PvE or PvP. But anyways, so yeah, that 1-sword style is gonna be at number 6, or not bad, not number 6, number 5. Now it's going on to number 4. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put, I think I would have to do Fishman at number 4. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do Fishman dirty, to be honest, because I'm counting no Geppo. So yeah, Fishman is gonna be at number 4, just because the fact that that's crazy. So yeah, Fishman at number 4. Yeah, just because Fishman is really not the best. What is really good, but at the same time not good for PvE. So yeah, Fishman number 4. I might get slandered for that, but that's what I think, and you know, I'm more lenient on PvP or in PvP. Well, I have to do both. But anyways, yeah, Fishman number 4, decent, but it's mid, right? Mid overall. Number 3 now, I'm putting 2-sword style number 3. I think that's kind of surprising, but yeah, 2-sword style is really good for PvP, but it's not the best for PvE. Even though you can make it work, but it's really not that worth it, I would say, because you can't get multiple people in Notorious Strike, the X move. But at the same time, it's like you know what I mean. So yeah, I think the 2-sword style is gonna be number 3. Going into number 2 now, I'm gonna put Black Leg. Black Leg is obviously really good, but the fact that it has no movement, I'm not using it just because no movement. And anyways, yeah, Black Leg is number 2. It's obviously really good. Anyways, everyone saw this coming. If you really know me, you saw this coming. Rokushiki is number 1. Rokushiki will always be number 1, no matter what fighting style comes out. Rokushiki will always be number 1 unless another fighting style comes out where it has Soru, and it's really good. But I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be my tier list. Let me know if you disagree or you don't agree. Even I don't know why you would agree or disagree. Yeah, you should agree with this. This is top tier list, by the way. Yep. Anyways, let me know the video. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what else I should do in the comments. Like and subscribe and all that shit. Join the Discord too. Links in the below. Follow my Twitch, by the way. I stream on Twitch. That link will be in the description below as well. I stream on Twitch like any other games that are not Roblox. But anyways, yeah, follow the Twitch. Join the Discord. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, see you in the video.